Hey, I'm Madelyn Whalen, and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Blue. I can say that again if I need to. What's one thing you wish you'd known before starting your LSAT prep? Makes me think back to 2021 me. How pattern-based the test is. They really do be testing the same things over and over, and they'll do it in the same ways, just different fonts. And I wish I knew from day one to be on the lookout for that. What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie? One Tree Hill, like a 2000s high school drama. I can't get enough of it. If I need accommodations for a disability, what is the process for requesting them for the LSAT? Yeah, so you go onto the LSAC website and there is a form there to submit an accommodations request. What you need is pretty much documentation that is legit, backing up your reason for an accommodation request. I've found my experience with students requesting, it's been pretty possible to get those accommodations. What's your favorite hobby or pastime? I'd say lately, playing beach volleyball. New thing I kind of picked up. I love it. Which fictional character do you think would ace the LSAT? Monica Geller from Friends. Girl would be so precise in everything she does. She'd be great. What was your first job? It was working in Target as a cashier during the holidays. Could you suggest some effective techniques for managing time during the LSAT, especially for the reading comprehension section? Yes, I can. I have struggled with this myself as an LSAT student. I think in general, across both sections, what really works is getting faster at the easier stuff. What I mean by that is every LSAT section generally gets harder in difficulty as you go through the section. Of course, there are some questions here and there that don't follow that pattern, but for the most part, those first 10 questions are gonna be the easiest. 11 to 17 or 18 are gonna be medium difficulty, and then 18 plus are gonna be highest difficulty. With an example of something I did when I was studying, every single day I would wake up and start my studies by doing 10 low difficulty LR questions. And my goal would just be to do them as fast as I could. By doing that for 2 months, I could do the first 10 questions of an LR section in about 7 minutes. That ended up helping me have 2.5 minutes, even 3 for those really brutal questions at the end. In terms of reading comprehension, I did a 3.5 passage strategy my first 2 LSAT tests. And so what that meant is I did the first 3 passages at 10 minutes each, and then the last passage I took in 5 minutes. I just did a brief skim, didn't really do any of my normal note-taking strategy during it. And then I just answered the big picture questions. What's the main point of this passage? What is the author attitude? And then I picked one letter and went for the rest of the questions that I wasn't answering fully. That got me to a 167. It wasn't the score I ended up applying with, but I ultimately would have been totally happy applying with that score using that 3.5 passage strategy. Every question on the LSAT is worth the same, which is why it can be a strategy sometimes to just kind of cut your losses on a question if it's not working for you.